Earlier this year, the Duchess of Sussex was accused of humiliating personal assistants and staff, as well as driving two out of the palace, which she denies. An internal investigation was launched in March, but sources now fear the probe is being kicked into the long grass, it has been revealed. Inquiries are focusing on a 16-day trip to Australia in 2018, during which a series of clashes between Meghan and her staff left the latter severely psychologically traumatized. But only a handful of people have been called up to share their side of it, insiders told. Two PAs, another member of staff and Simon Case, Prince William's former private secretary, were potentially among the chosen few. Earlier this year, sources alleged to The Times that Meghan drove two personal assistants out of the household and undermined the confidence of a third. The 40-year-old is even said to have snapped, "It's not my job to coddle people," after aides were left in tears and humiliated by her difficult demands. The report further claimed Meghan humiliated at least one ex-staffer, while another said the Duchess' behavior felt more like emotional cruelty and manipulation. One royal aide, anticipating a row with the Duchess, is alleged to have told a colleague, "I can't stop shaking." Jason Knauf, Harry and Meghan's former communications assistant, reportedly submitted a complaint in 2018 to protect palace aides who were allegedly coming under pressure from the American former actress. Knauf is said to have emailed Simon Case after raising bullying concerns with Samantha Carruthers, the palace's head of HR. Buckingham Palace declined to comment on the investigation. Earlier this week, Meghan's lawyer hit back at the allegations in the second episode of the BBC's controversial documentary The Princes and the Press. The program focused on how Harry and Meghan quit the royal family, with the son's explosive Megxit revelations featuring heavily. The Times royal correspondent Valentine Low, who broke the story of bullying claims, told presenter Amol Rajan, "These people, I know, 2.5 years later, when I'm writing this story, some of them were in tears. They were still severely psychologically traumatized. So, something went badly wrong." But Meghan's lawyer Jenny Afia, a firm Schillings, replied, "There were massive inaccuracies in that story." She added, "It's hard to prove a negative. If you haven't bullied someone, how do you show you haven't?" Asked if Meghan is a bully, she said, "Absolutely not. What bullying actually means is improperly using power to hurt someone emotionally or physically. The Duchess has absolutely denied doing that." She added, "That said, she wouldn't want to negate anyone's personal experiences. Besides, Meghan and Harry have endured a tense relationship with the royal family since they quit the firm last year. The relationship is thought to have worsened after the Sussexes' 2-hour CBS interview with Oprah in March, in which the couple made a number of claims against the royal family. During the sit-down, Meghan opened up about her mental health battle during her time in the firm, and the couple also claimed a senior royal had made comments about their son Archie's skin tone. Professor Hawking claimed that the polarizing interview contributed to Republican sentiments in her native Australia as it brought the monarchy down to earth. She told, "It was very interesting to see the interest in the monarchy and to raise the question, what is the monarchy in Australia anyway? Why do we have this? There appears to be a warring dysfunctional family pretty much like a lot of others we might know, and is there any reason why we still have any residual connection to them?" She joked, "We can surely come up with a dysfunctional family of our own as head of state." Professor Hawking, who is on the National Committee of the Australian Republican Movement, was speaking in the wake of Barbados officially removing the Queen as its head of state and becoming a republic. She warned that the very public tension within the firm was a danger for the monarchy. Professor Hawking continued, "It brought them far more down to earth, to all of our levels, and that's always a danger for a monarchy. A monarchy has to be seen as somehow different even though it tries to present itself as a mere family. Of course it's not it's a massive institution. It's not called the firm for nothing it structures an entire form of government around it." She continued, "Royal secrecy has always been so important areas, where the monarch and the monarchy might behave in a way where we would not accept in a liberal democracy, are able to be hidden through royal secrecy. Australia had a referendum asking whether they should become a republic in 1999. In the years preceding the vote, polling suggested that the majority of the electorate favoured republicanism. However, the Republic referendum was defeated partly due to division among Republicans on the method proposed for selection of the president. Nevertheless, Professor Hawking insisted that Australia will eventually quit the monarchy, with last month's events in Barbados serving as inspiration. She said, "I think there's no doubt that it leads to more discussion, not just in the remaining Commonwealth countries that are still constitutional monarchies but particularly among them. I think seeing another country, a relatively small Caribbean country, taking that step and moving forward, of course, it starts the conversation here about how we might do the same and why we haven't done the same. As more and more countries, former colonial countries, moved towards that, and we're now down to 15 among the 54 Commonwealth countries that don't already have a republic. Of course, it raises questions among us.